Okay, this is Schulle Canyon Natural Area, one of my favorite places to jog. It's real small, most people don't know about it. It's like hidden here in a residential neighborhood. So let's go check it out. It's really dry here in South Central Texas. It hasn't rained in, I don't know when, well over a month, probably 2 months at least since we've had any measurable rain. So we got the fire danger here, obviously no smoking, no campfires, no fireworks. Let's check it out. I am the only one here, no one in the parking lot. Okay, this is a new sign. So I always knew there are spiders and snakes and even some small bobcats here, but I didn't know they had hogs and mountain lions in this nature area, because it's really like in the middle of a neighborhood, surrounded by neighborhoods. I know we have hogs, most definitely in this part of Texas, and mountain lions. I just didn't know they were in this in this area where I jog like every week. I just have like a small pocket knife on me, well, 2 of them, but oh well, we'll see how it goes. And here's a map of the nature area. You are here. I think the entire course is like maybe 1.2 miles. I know it says on here somewhere. Oh well. Okay, and this is the entrance to the park. Right where the path starts. Okay, now we're getting deeper into the canyon. More shade, which is awesome. It's been over 100 degrees pretty much every day for the past 2 months or so here just south of Austin, Texas, where I live. I think we might have had like 1 or 2 days, literally 1 or 2 days, where it was 99. But other than that, it's been well over 100 every day for the past 2 months. I'm talking like 105 to 108-ish. So any type of shade is really a treasure in a climate like this. Okay, so we've reached the turnaround for the main trail, the longest trail of the canyon where I'm in right now. So it's time to turn back around in this little loop. And there's actually a little, like an extra hairpin here. I'm not really sure why they put it in. It's kind of cool. I always like to walk down this hairpin. Hearing a lot of birds today, but not seeing a lot of things on the ground like snakes or scorpions. Lack of rain and heat. It's even too much for the scorpions and the snakes, apparently. But yeah, right here is where it bends back around. We'll start going back to where we started at the beginning of the trail. This place is also home to a lot of deer. Haven't seen any yet. If you come here right before it gets dark, dusk, I guarantee you'll see at least 3 to 5 deer at least. Not typically too big, but there are a lot of them here. All right, going even deeper now into the canyon, and almost at the point where the trail hooks back around. This trail, actually, found the sign, is only 0.4 miles long, so it's not very long, but there's another trail right up there on that ledge that follows the ledge, and that trail is like 0.3 miles long. And then there are 2 other trails at the other end of the canyon that are about 0.3 miles long. So if you add up all the trails, I guess you get like about 1.5 miles. So it's not bad if you walk that, you know, once or twice, maybe even 3 times. Feel up to it. Not a bad exercise. And this particular part of Texas, in this city, San Marcos, there's a lot of scorpions. There's just a lot of them. I used to live here in San Marcos. I live a little bit south now. It's weird because where I live now, just about 20-minute drive south of here, there aren't a whole lot of scorpions, but here there are a lot. We had a lot of brown scorpions like inside our house. All they need is like the size of the gap of a credit card, the width of a credit card, and they can get inside your house. So it's beautiful living close to an area like this, but sometimes you got to deal with wildlife. Sometimes wildlife is actually inside your house. Alright, every so often on the main trail you'll find these little side trails, and I don't know if it's water runoff that created this, but it definitely wasn't made by the city. I'm gonna go down it. Sometimes I do go down these little side trails, and you can, I think it might just be water runoff, and maybe even like a deer path. As you see, there's a dried up creek bed down here. A lot of the creek beds, or creeks I should say, in this part of Texas are seasonal, meaning there's only water in them part of the year. Like in the winter time when it's cooler, there's less evaporation. Yeah, it's just leads us to a dried up creek bed. And right up that hill there, I don't want to get in shot too much of someone's backyard, so this is literally like 360 surrounded by neighborhoods. Really nice place to escape. Alright, so we got some cacti here. Another reason why I like this place is you see some cacti. So there are cacti in this part of Texas, but they aren't like super common. So I sort of live on a demarcation line. If you go west of here, it starts to get really dry really fast. And then if you drive like 6 hours west of here, you're in El Paso, where I used to live, and it's basically a desert. Well, it is a desert. They get like a handful of inches of rain every year. So we're in a transition zone. You will see cacti here south of Austin, not a whole lot. Conversely, if you go east of here towards Houston, it starts to get swampy. So just about a 2.5 hour drive, 2 hour, 45-minute drive east of here is Houston, and it's swampy. So Texas is a really cool state. From east to west, you get really humid weather and swamps and stuff, and you go all the way out west and it's desert-like. There's a bench you see scattered throughout. I try not to sit down. I'm trying to get some exercise. So this is one of the little offshoot paths that goes off of the main loop. So let's check it out. This one's only like 0.3 miles, so already feeling tired. Here's a dry creek bed that we passed before. We're just upstream a little bit. Already feeling tired. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning, but it's well into the 90s here, so probably just call it a day after we get to the end of this path. Oh, there's a deer. Just lying. I'm not sure if you can see that. Hey, buddy. Oh, there's a deer. That's actually a bigger one. I don't want to spook it, so I'm going to zoom out. Quietly move on. Let's see what that guy does. Oh, there's another one right next to it. But I'm going to move on. Hello. It's a good sized deer. Hello. He's sitting there. I'm about 40 feet away. So I guess they're used to people. Like I said, there's a lot of deer in this area, and we're completely surrounded by neighborhoods. And when I basically lived in this neighborhood. Oh, here's some more cacti. When I lived in this neighborhood, we used to have deers in our front yard all the time. And walking down the street. So I guess they're used to people. There's some more cacti. I guess all the cacti are on this trail. But I thought there was some more on the main trail. Whoa. Okay, so we're coming up on the end of the little side trail. And you can see an apartment complex. So you know this is the end. And we pretty much walked around the entire canyon. Well, one advantage if you live in this apartment complex is got a nature park right at the end of the parking lot. So I'm just going to turn around, follow the same trail back to the beginning where I parked, head on home. We'll see if those deers are still there. Thanks, see you next time. And this has been Schulle Canyon Nature Trail. Or is it school? I don't think it's school. I think it's Schulle. I don't know. I've lived here like 8 years. You think I know by now. Oh, thanks.